These are the most unsettling facts that you'll ever hear. Over 50% of commercial pilots have admitted to falling asleep while flying a plane. The number of deaths in the US that are attributed to medical errors are as high as 100,000 people per year. That's essentially equivalent to a 737 airplane crashing and killing everyone every day. During World War II, Japan actually bombed China with fleas infected with the bubonic plague. You know your birthday? You're actually more likely to die on that day than any other day, with a 6.7% chance that you will die on your birthday. Did you know that if you murder someone, it's actually pretty likely that you're going to get away with it? That's right, about 40% of US murders go unsolved. There's something known as arithmetic death syndrome, and that's when someone who appears to be in healthy condition just dies for no reason. Every picture you pose for could actually be the one that's used for your obituary. You know the chainsaw, the very useful thing we use to cut down trees? Well, it was actually invented by two Scottish surgeons, originally to assist in childbirth. There's a jellyfish known as the Turritorpus dohrnii, and it's officially known as an immortal creature because it's never been observed to die. There's a different version of you that exists in the minds of everyone that knows you. Look up at the sky right now. You see the sun? It may have actually exploded, and we wouldn't actually know for about 8 minutes because that's how long it takes light to reach the Earth. Up until the 1980s, babies used to be operated on without anesthesia because doctors believed they couldn't feel pain until they were about 15 months old. In ancient Rome, they used the crushed brains of mice for toothpaste. There's a frog known as the golden poison dart frog that's the size of a paperclip, very cute, and if you touch it, you will die. In fact, just one frog has enough poison to kill 10 to 15 people. You could have an unruptured brain aneurysm right now and not be aware of it, and it could rupture at any time. If you have a dog, you probably think it's pretty cute when they're playing with their squeaky toy. But this is actually because dogs like the sound of squeaking because it sounds like those emitted by small prey when they're about to die. If you've ever ridden the subway, about 15% of the air that you breathe while in there is actually human skin. According to the FDA, about 10 insects and 35 fruit fly eggs are allowed per 8 ounces of raisins. They also allow about 1 pound of peanut butter to contain 150 bug fragments or 5 rodent hairs. In about 7 hours, an elephant produces enough poop to outweigh most adult humans. You know the lottery? The chance of you dying on the way to get your lottery tickets is actually significantly greater than you winning the lottery, so maybe think twice. There are more vacant houses in the United States than there are homeless people. Are you under the age of 21? Well, good news. Your happiness is probably going to peak at about 21. After that, it doesn't peak again until you retire. Bad news if you've already passed 21. In the Stone Age, people would kill a bear and then rip open its stomach to eat the meal the bear ate before it was killed. Did you know that some tumors can actually grow teeth, eyes, and hair? That's pretty neat. And your eyelashes, those actually have thousands of tiny mites living on them that only live in that region. And finally, in the 1800s, dentures were made out of real teeth of dead people. Cool.